Most online coaches really struggle with their offer. They're not sure if they have the best version or if the messaging is down right. So I have the 5 main pillars that go into an offer, and this is going to hopefully help you best refine your offer so you can get the most results and sign a lot of clients. So the 5 main pillars here are going to be the messaging itself, the dream avatar, the timeline of your actual delivery and the offer itself, the pricing, how to price it, and then we're going to go over guarantees and whether or not you should have one. So when it comes to the actual messaging of your offer, the main important thing here is actually being specific on the transformation. So you want to have a very clear idea on what exactly you're hoping to accomplish with your clients. If you're confused on your offer, you can't even imagine just how confused your market is. So that's what I would say is the most important part of your actual messaging, is having a clear A to Z transformation on what you're actually trying to accomplish with the person on their starting point. So exactly where they are. So what are they currently going through? What are their struggles? What are they hoping to accomplish? And then all the way to the second step, which will be the dream outcome. So where are they? How do they feel? What does their business or their life look like? How have they overcome certain challenges that have then made their life a lot easier or their business more successful? So having that clear transformation and then breaking it down into a one clear sentence phrase. So I help X accomplish Y with Z through my offer mechanism in a certain timeline. Ideally, you want to have something that has specific numbers because people really believe numbers because they seem more tangible. Some people might just be a mindset coach, and if you say, I just help people feel better, what does that even mean, right? You need to have a specific outcome. If you're a dating coach, you could say something like, I'm going to help you book 5 more dates every single month. Maybe booking isn't the right word, but you're going to get 5 more dates. If you're a type of revenue driver coach, I'm going to help you add $10,000 a month in revenue inside of your business. So ideally, you want to have some kind of tangible outcome when it comes to the actual messaging itself, and also with a timeline, just so you can really make it tangible and believable. And so once you have all that put together, that's a clear messaging that you can put towards the actual marketing inside of your business. So now you can actually go at the challenges they're going through and throw rocks at that and really break it down. You can also get people excited about the dream outcome and on how that's going to make their life just so much better. So that's for the messaging piece. The number 2 is the actual dream avatar. It's so important to have the specific person you're trying to help. So this kind of goes into the first part, the messaging, but you need to be very, very clear on the actual dream avatar that you're looking to work with. And this is because once you have this really nailed down, you know exactly how to speak to them. So the dream avatar, that's going to be the person at that step number 1. So who are they? What are they currently struggling with? What do they wake up stressed about? What keeps them up at nights? What do they hope to accomplish? What are their dreams and aspirations? Where are they trying to go, right? Just being so specific, even down to what do they value? What's most important in their life? Are they looking for freedom? Are they looking for less stress? Are they looking for more relationships and more happiness? So what are their main driving factors? And also some aspects of maybe demographics as well. Male, female, age, are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? The more precise and granular you get with this, the more specific you can get inside of your marketing, inside of your content, and then really adapt everything for that person. Because if you do get this good, eventually the person is going to look at your content and think it's genuinely made for me. So then once they go through your funnel, they're going to feel that much more connected to you and to your offer, and the sales process becomes a lot easier. So it's really important you nail down the messaging and the dream avatar, because you want to really have everything built for that same person, so that whenever you actually bring more clients into your offer, you know what to expect, how to get them results, and really make this process as smooth as possible. The next one here is going to be the timeline of your actual offer itself. So how long do people actually come into your program to get results? So obviously every coaching offer is different. You might be in a different industry, and it's very hard to give a very specific number, but what I recommend, what I see work the most, is having a 16-week program. I really like 16 weeks because it feels like it's fast enough to be somewhat of a sprint. Because if you sell someone on a whole year-long program and you're a little bit more of a earlier stage coach, it's going to be hard to convince someone to work with you for that long. It's going to feel like a very long time to also get results. But if you do it for too short, like a month, it might not be believable that people will get results that fast. So 16 weeks is right in the middle. It's long enough to be believable that you can genuinely transform their business and their life, but it's also short enough to where it feels like a sprint. You can get results pretty fast. So ideally, you want your program to be somewhere around that 16-week timeline so you can really create that process of basically getting them into the door. And ideally, depending on what your offer looks like, you can also extend your program as well. So that's how I like to structure my offer. My offer for my clients is that we try to basically create a entire milestone, step by step, on what the client's looking to achieve and how do we break it down to get them there. And basically, whenever someone comes in to the program for that 16-week, we're going to take them as far as we can during that process. But as you solve certain problems, some other problems are going to come up. So for example, if you're scaling your business, you're booking a lot of calls, well, eventually your calendar is going to be so full that you don't have time to do anything else. So now your next problem is now going to be, how do I hire a closer and manage a sales team? So that would be an example on how basically you could work with someone during that first 16 weeks, solve those initial problems, and then you could potentially resell them into your program for an extended period of time. So you can basically really increase your LTV, work with clients on a long term, and really create that true partnership. And now you can help them basically continue to develop. So if you're a fitness coach, for example, maybe that first 16 week is really just dialing in their habits, and then continuing on is making sure that they stay accountable, they stay on track, and we get them as fit as possible. If you're a dating coach, maybe the first 16 weeks is getting them on dates, and then the next time period would be getting them engaged and married potentially, right? So that's a good way for you to basically get them sold on that initial phase, and then reselling them into your program for an extended maybe 6 months or 12 months. The next one here is going to be the pricing. So depending on how much authority you've built inside of your marketplace and how long you've been doing this, I really recommend just kind of aligning yourself with the market itself. People have been running a lot of market research. They've been testing different price points. So most likely, if you're in some kind of industry, you can see who's doing really well. And I would honestly just price myself somewhere in the middle. Just make yourself basically comparable. I would really not try to do some kind of a price discount compared to everyone else just to sign clients. I wouldn't want a client to work with me because I'm the cheapest. I want someone to work with me because they actually want to work with me. So I wouldn't price it like that, like below the competition. Just look at the pricing for everyone inside of your industry that are selling the same dream outcome for the same dream avatar, and then price yourself accordingly. That's how I would start it. And then as you start to get a lot of client results, you can actually increasingly move the price up. And this could be something that basically allows you to get people signed into your program as well. So these are called cash campaigns, which are basically certain times inside of your marketing that you can really push people to sign up for your program. So let's say, for example, you've been running your program for 2 months and you've been getting great client results, you're posting a lot of testimonials. Well, now you're going to increase your price point about $1,000. So what you could do is basically run a marketing campaign to tell people that you're about to increase the price in about a week. So this is the cheapest price you can ever get into the program, right? So now people have a reason to sign up now versus waiting. So that's one way to basically sell your program and do cash campaigns. So pricing it accordingly with the market at first, and then periodically scaling. And when it comes to the actual payments themselves, I really like to do actually weekly payments. So this is becoming a little bit more popular inside of the coaching space itself, but I really like weekly payment plans because you start to create a sense of MRR inside of your business, and it's a lot lower price point. So it's a lower barrier of entry for people to get started. And also when you're looking to basically resell people into your program, all you do is basically just maintain the payment plan. So it becomes a lot easier to basically just tell someone to stay active, basically. And then if someone does want to pay in full, what you could do is basically give them a discount. So let's say your program is $8,000 and someone wants to pay in full to get a discount, we could give them 20% off, which would be $6,400. So that's one way to basically incentivize the pay in fulls, which can be great because now you have more money for marketing, you can collect some more cash up front. But also the weekly payment plans allows you to stack more payments every single week. And it's such a good feeling to see the payments just consistently come in. So both of those are great. You can also do monthly payments as well, which is kind of standard. or you could do some kind of financing through companies like Affirm or Klarna. And those are actually offered through Stripe as well. You just have to go through an application process. Whenever someone goes to pay for your program, they can actually apply to get approved for basically a personal loan, and they'll finance it for you. And then the actual Affirm or Klarna will pay you the money, and then they deal with the financing piece. So that's another good option as well. And that's going to depend on their credit basically. But I really recommend doing some kind of payment plan so that people can basically get in for a little bit cheaper, lower down payment. And then if someone does have the money to pay in full, just give them some kind of discount. And it's also how you position that as well. So a lot of coaches, what they do is that they'll say the program is $6,400, but if you need to pay with monthly payment plans, it'll be $8K. That's the wrong way to position it, because now people feel like, well, I already can't afford to pay in full. You're gonna make me pay more money to pay in installments. So instead, Alex Hormozi frames it the opposite way. The program is $8,000. You can pay it monthly for $2,000 a month over 4 months, or if you want a discount, you can pay with 20% off. So you want to basically frame it the other way around. And then finally, number 5 is guarantees. So should I have a guarantee or not? And I actually do not like guarantees. And that's because I actually want to create a special relationship with my clients in which I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm guiding them through the process, and they basically aren't going to put everything on me, right? And that's how I frame it with my clients. And I'm actually able to do this because I have a lot of free content out there. I help people create wins before they even join the program, so they can already see my value and they don't need a guarantee to join. And so I think if you are needing to have a guarantee inside of your program, you actually most likely just have weak marketing, weak content, or you're just not giving enough free value. And I think that's where you're probably lacking inside of your business. And so if you're needing a guarantee to sell someone, you haven't built enough trust with your audience. So that's why I don't really like guarantees, because they're basically going to put all the results on you, although they're the one doing the work, right? So it's really hard to have a guarantee when they're the ones actually inside of the trenches. You're the mentor. Obviously, your goal is to get them results. If you don't get people results, eventually that will trickle into the market and you won't last very long. So the goal at the end of the day is obviously to get results. You want to get a lot of testimonials. It's only going to help your business further, but you're not depending on a guarantee to actually sign people up. So that's how I have that structured. The worst case scenario, what you could do is basically offer someone to come in. If they don't get results, you could continue to work with them for free. I think that's a potential good guarantee you could have. Otherwise, we just don't do guarantees. If you're looking to have a guarantee inside of your business and people need that to sign on, I just think they're not a good fit client, and they can go find someone else that would basically be able to provide that. But my clients come in because they want to work with me. They're already getting good results, and now they want to take it to the next level and get results a little bit faster. But those are the 5 main pillars of an offer right there. So for the first one, it's the messaging. You want to make sure you have that one sentence, clear and precise outcome that you're going to help people accomplish throughout the transformation of your program. The second one here is being very clear on the dream avatar, on who you're helping. So where are they right now, very specifically, and where are they likely wanting to go? Number 3 is going to be the actual timeline of your program. So establishing exactly how long it takes for people to go from point A to point B and what that looks like. Potentially also extending your program so that people can stay longer and continue to grow with you. The next one here is going to be pricing. So how do you actually price your program? Lining that up with the competition and progressively scaling it as you go. And also offering some kind of payment plans so that people can get in for a little bit lower barrier of entry. And the final one is the guarantee. So choosing to have a guarantee or not, I recommend against it, because I think you can still sell a lot of clients without needing to have that kind of pressure inside of your business. But hopefully this helps you out. Let me know if you have any questions. Be sure to subscribe if you want more tips on actually growing your business and creating a really successful coaching offer that's online, that's going to provide you with that digital freedom that you're looking for. And otherwise, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next one.